In the previous video, I discussed how Emily's safety and security needs are not being met. And when a person's needs are not met, this is what causes escalation and anger. Now, Emily's safety and security needs are not met. This causes frustration and feeling helplessness. And those are primary emotions. Those are the emotions that set off anger. Now, we need to look at where she can release her anger out at. All right. Emily receives state aid. And so where she gets her physiological needs is something that is not a person. It is an entity. And so she cannot complain to them because they're either not going to care or they could actually remove her from state assistance. So she cannot vent towards them. So venting down is not allowed. She has family and stability. Okay. Well, we know that she has some problems in her family. As I said, I get the vibe that her family does not support her, probably because of her stress and frustrations, and so she lashes out at them, which is part one. The other part is, since her emotions need to go somewhere, they go up the scale. We've seen how she lashes out at friends online. We see how she has poor connections with the community. But for what we see, the most important thing is the self-actualization. This is you being you, the joy of life and all that. We see how Emily changes her spiritual beliefs frequently. Because she does not have any stability in her lower levels, she's not going to have any stability in her higher levels. We always wonder why she can't find a deity, because she has no idea what it's like to have a stable relationship. We have commented how she's always changing from one god to another. Well, here it is. She does not know how it is to be in a long-term, stable, fulfilling relationship. So I feel sorry for her on this part. And so because she is so literally unstable in so many aspects of her life, her acceptance, her experience, her purpose, her meaning, her inner potential are all going to be short-term and non-supporting of each other. She is desperately looking for a way to find some form of happiness. And so she is angry and trying to force it in her self-actualization instead of trying to resolve it where it needs to be placed. Now, we have all heard of fight and flight mentality. Well, there is a third F in there, and this is what's missing for a lot of people out there, because all they hear is fight or flight. The third F is fix. You can either fight it, fix it, or run away. Flight. Okay? So, when we get angry, we lash out. I'm going to create a scenario, stupid scenario. I have some friends over. We are watching football, and I told the guys, if you get thirsty, I got stuff in the refrigerator. But I was not specific. Inside my refrigerator is 1 can of Pepsi, what I drink. I have other pop, I have beer, but that Pepsi, that's my thing. So one of my friends goes in and grabs the one Pepsi, he opens it up, starts drinking it. I see it, and I feel loss, which is a primary emotion. So I am now going to react to it. I have three ways to respond to this. First one, fight. I can get mad at my friend for drinking my last Pepsi, and I could yell him out. Does this fix the situation? No, it doesn't. There is flight. I could get upset, walk away, and tell people, we got to go. Okay, something happened. Go by. That is flight. Does this fix the situation? No, it doesn't. There then is the only one that matters, fixing it. So we take the situation, and instead of getting angry or running away, I look at the fridge and I remember, oh well, I got some Mountain Dew. I'll drink a Mountain Dew instead of the Pepsi. No big deal. I addressed the situation. I engaged the situation. I resolved the situation. Okay? Emily needs to do the same thing in her situation. And she thus has to address her safety and security needs. Now, there's only one way that she's going to be able to do this. She is going to have to clean herself up and get a job. She needs to go out and find employment to bring in money to take care of her family, and so she can predict her life. Okay, so she has to find employment so she can take care of her family. And by doing that, she's taking control. She is fixing her situation, and thus she can have stability in the safety and security needs, which means that she can go up to love and belongingness needs. Now, the pyramid gets smaller because these items are not as important, and so it takes a lot more of them to anger us. Because Emily would not have worries about health, employment, and property because she has a job, she is taking care of her needs, she is going to be less escalated, and so she could actually build a friendship. She can mend fences in her family situation. She might be able to find a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever her desire is, and then she can build connections. She can build a network of friends and live a happier life. Now, because she then has those goals achieved, she can then go and work on her self-esteem needs. She can do achievements. Now, an achievement can be anything, big or small. So the simple fact that she got a job would be an achievement as well. And if she can maintain the job, she would be able to fulfill her self-esteem needs there. So she has then accomplished 4 tiers. She has gotten her life turned around. And through all that, she has learned some patience. She's learned a lot more about life. And then she can reach self-actualization. She may finally find a belief system that fulfills her, because your spirituality is just like any relationship. Okay, you got to be able to love yourself before you can love anybody else, and that's a fact. Okay, so if you are full of self-hate, insecurities, you are not going to be able to find a loving, lasting relationship. And so, because of this, that is Emily's limitation. Now, this is the way to fix it. Wow. She just has to get a job and take care of her safety and security needs. Excuse me. So, that is what I would suggest. And why is this important? The ideal concern with Mandt is to get to this one clause being able to be said by every client. In this place, with these people, I feel safe. And I want you to think about that in your lives as well, everybody. To determine if you have an unmet need, you have to ask yourself, in this place, with these people, do you feel safe? Now, safe is not just physical security. As I said in a previous video, it is emotional security, psychological. Okay? Can you walk home and just look around and just go, in this place with these people, I feel safe? So that's the problem with Emily. In that place with those people, she does not feel safe. Okay, there are things missing. She has unmet needs, and the only way that she can resolve this is to fix them herself. Okay, she has to get a job, and she better realize this, that if the only reason why Emily does not have a job is because she is a single mother. Once her kids turn 18, that check's gone, and the state will not help her anymore. But if she has a mental disorder of some degree, she can be put into an assisted living home. And that's where I work. I have 4 guys that I take care of. The youngest one is 31 years old. The youngest. So her family could actually put her in a home and where they will go and work on achieving these goals. So that her bottom tier, her physiological needs will be met. And that with this being a family home type environment, her health, she won't need to be employment, so that's not going to be an issue. They will offer her stability, and that will take care of tier 2. Because she would be in a group home, there would be a few other people there. She can build friendships, a new type of family. She would make connections, and that would bring her happiness. And with that, we would then work on self-esteem needs. And once those are met, she could then get self-actualization in a group home if her kids elect to put her in a group home. And really, her kids have the ultimate power once they turn 18. So there is that video. So everybody, take care. Be at peace.